Hi, this is Trevor.
And this is Paul.
And you are listening to the May Contain Action podcast.
Available on Apple, Spotify, and more.
Welcome to the May Contain Action podcast. We're your two favorite content. Stop laughing. We're your two favorite content creators, talk content, pop culture, gaming, and other important subjects. We have a new thing we do here at the beginning of the podcast during the intro that I added because I'm a genius.
You are.
Shout out to our review of the week from Brandon Rocks. Just so you guys know, if you put a review on Apple iTunes, well, that's where I got this one, but you can put it anywhere. It may get read on the next week of the pod. Yeah, Brandon says, just started getting into podcasts recently, and as soon as I saw these two were doing one, I knew they'd do exceedingly well at it. The chemistry and banter are on point. Keep doing great things, guys. Hey, thanks, Brandon. That was really nice.
It's really nice, Brandon.
That was super nice, Brandon.
Brandon's nice. I'm your host, Trevor May, aka IamTrevorMay on Twitch. My co-host, Paul Jaxon is here.
Wait, do you struggle to say ActionJaxon as well? Because I feel like my tongue trips over my lips when I say ActionJaxon.
ActionJaxon. It's just
fine.
not.
Let's just personally attack my brand. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Perfect. Say hello.
Yeah. Hello. I'm Paul, the co-host.
And he's my co-host and our guest for the day. He goes by the name of Wolvesatmydoor, and Jay is his real name. Learned that today.
Yeah.
What's up, Wolves?
What's up, guys? Thank you for having me on.
Episode 5, dude.
Episode 5 is that's my favorite number. 5.
Oh, no, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry. I kind of killed my introduction by talking before.
No,
you did.
You don't understand. This is what this podcast is. Just speak whenever you want.
Yeah, but there's this cool illusion probably for the listeners of you guys in a room, right, talking, and then like when you introduce me, a door opens and I come in and sit down at the mic, and I ruined that a little bit.
Now that you, I think, have fully detailed the illusion out loud, it's worse now. Now it's worse.
I thought it was better.
Worse. Yeah.
Thanks.
Some people are half glass half empty, some are half full. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ruined my immersion. Completely.
Whenever you say ActionJaxon.
Okay. All right. Well, we need a new guest. So who's available from chat?
Sorry. That's the last time.
Who can get a Discord right now? I'm sure everybody actually. They've been waiting their whole lives for this.
It's true.
No, thank you for having me on, guys. This is very cool. And I'm sorry I couldn't make it on the first ask, but I'm a busy guy.
Wow. No, it's fine.
I got a lot of cool things that lined up. So
yeah, you're a really humble guy too, is what we're learning so far, and I appreciate you finding the time in your jam-packed schedule to talk with us.
Yeah,
freaking like him, dude. I'm busy as shit too. I don't even know why I even do this thing.
Super. Like, I know. I don't even have time for it ever.
Trev, I think you're just trying to make it to episode like what, 13 or 14?
13, and then quitting. I'm quitting hard. We're alley-ooping Paul so we can continue it into the sunset.
Yeah. It's all me from here on out. Well, Jay, as we've gotten a little taste of who you are in the first, 5 minutes of this podcast, I just had a notification go off on Twitch. So there's that. And I'm going to turn those
one going off too, and I had to mute it.
It's okay. We don't record it.
It's totally fine. Yeah, we're not recording it. So, Jay, getting to know you. Couple questions for you. We want to kind of get our audience more acquainted with you. We ask just about every single guest these questions, and I think it really forms a good picture or image of you as a person. Let's start off first with your very intriguing screen name. Where did you get Wolvesatmydoor? Where did this come from? Why did you think it was appropriate? And why do you think it's better than ActionJaxon?
Wow. I like that you called it a screen name. That was nice. Wolvesatmydoor is it's a reference to a Converge song. Converge is a hardcore band that I liked a lot growing up, but it's referenced a lot in like I guess music a lot. I mean, Radiohead kind of references Wolvesatmydoor, and senses fail. There's a lot of bands, but I got it from Converge. And it's a saying from back in the day, basically when you don't pay your taxes and the tax man showed up at your door, they would say the wolves are at your door.
Oh, so this is like an old school saying that they've kind of just been saying a lot in albums and music and stuff like that.
I think, I don't know. I just got it from Converge, which I listen to a lot. So I just thought it sounded cool, and I like wolves. So I don't know. Yeah,
the whole
Very
motif of wolves.
So it's just like a euphemism for you either weren't doing what you're supposed to be doing, and someone's going to come for you, kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't know. I always liked how it sounded.
I like it.
Thanks.
I mean, I think it has a little bit more of a, I don't know, a kind of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like a mysterious aspect to it. Like more aggressive. Wolves at My Door. I didn't realize it had anything to do with tax collectors. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I think this is where it originated at. I don't know. It's taken on a life of its own, I guess. But I don't know.
I love it. All right.
I like it too. I think and then it fits beautifully into Twitch. So gotta be unique, man. You can't just have like your first and last name. You know what I mean?
That would be stupid.
Outside the box. Yeah, people just definitely not go into that channel.
You could always add an IM in the front of it.
Yeah,
you could.
But like, if you had like, I don't know, something else going on where you were trying to combine the brands.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm.
Or people are like, "Whoa, is that the real?" And then you're like, "I am. That is me."
Or you could just do the real Trevor May, and then they don't even have to ask.
Too many letters, obviously.
Oh, true.
Is there a reason you don't have Wolves at My Door on all socials? Like, did you get close to it, or did you? I see you have WLVS at My Door.
Yeah, I tried. I tried heavy, but
You did.
Twitter
Okay.
actually announced that they're doing a wipe of inactive accounts. So I just hope he's been inactive for a certain amount of time. Yeah.
What are they?
They're
what is that
actually.
happening?
Well, they announced it, and I think they were going to do it in December. Maybe that's too quick of a turnaround for them to do it, but there was a ton of backlash about like how they shouldn't do it because then they would be getting rid of like deceased people's Twitter, and people don't want that to happen.
Okay.
So they were just like, oh yeah, we didn't think about that. So the date is going to be pushed back. So I guess they're going to try to figure out a way how to keep people that have been deceased. I mean, this has got dark, and I do apologize, but
wow.
I've tried Wolves at My Door on Twitter. There is another Wolves at My Door on Twitter. I've hit him up. I've asked him. I even went as far as creeping on him so hard that I found his Facebook, found one of his friends, tried to reach out to them.
Stop.
Nothing happened.
What?
You wait.
Yeah.
First you turn this bus into a graveyard is what you first do, and then you take it to like some poor guy's house, and then you harass him for his friend's account. Okay.
I'm not proud of it, but hey, you brought it up, so
yeah, really, it's on me.
Yeah, I had to give you the truth, but yeah, I'm not lucky enough to get Wolves at My Door on Twitter yet, but hopefully soon.
Wow, I really hope so.
Yeah, I hope it happens, man. I hope you never have to go to Facebook again.
Yeah, that was. I didn't like that.
So a little bit more of a frivolous question, my patented question, and you probably heard it before, and you may have prepared. Hopefully, you prepared. But fast food's very important to me, even though I'm not allowed to eat it anymore. But I do like talking about it. So, what is your number one fast food chain / restaurant / memory?
Well, it's gonna be McDonald's, hands down.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I In-N-Out is right there, but I don't live on the West Coast, so I can't access it all the time and eat it all the time.
Yeah.
So it's a little it's convoluted because it's like I love In-N-Out so much, but it's also like because it's not gettable all the time. So it's that alluring factor of like I can't have it. That makes me also love it so much. But I would have to say McDonald's. I love McDonald's.
100%. 100%. No, that's a great choice. It's a great choice. It's the first, I mean, short of like Chick-fil-A, first mainstream one that we've gotten. I feel like it's always some sort of local place It's like, oh yeah, Jeffrey's Tacos down the street from my house is my favorite fast food. Like I don't know what that is.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Like Taco
it's not
Time?
in the same. Yeah,
Just a
I've heard
big
you say
Taco Time,
taco
dude.
time. I don't know what that is. Is that
No,
in
the
Minnesota?
Northwest, guys. No one's from the Northwest. I get it. I'm the
Northwest.
only
If it was
person from
popular,
up
it
here.
would do well. It wouldn't just be in the Northwest. It would be
No,
everywhere.
It's
They
also
don't
weird. I've never
move on
heard of
purpose.
it.
Taco Time. Everyone has a local taco, like or local Mexican fast food place. So like, there's one in the Midwest called Taco John's. Have you heard of Taco John's?
No.
It's a Taco. In California, it's Taco Del Mar.
I think I've heard of that.
I think I've heard of that.
No, that's Taco Del Mar is also in the Northwest. Sorry, it's Del Taco.
Del Taco. Yeah, I've heard of Del Taco.
Okay.
Del
Yeah,
Taco,
I've-
but that's California, Arizona, and Nevada.
I didn't know there were so many regional fast food Mexican places.
There are.
Also didn't know that.
Mhm, there are.
I love it.
I've been
I
told
will
Mighty
say,
Taco in Western New York. Have you had that one, Paul?
Mighty Taco. Oh yeah, Mighty Taco was here in
There you go.
Syracuse
There you
for
go.
I want to say 4 months and then closed almost
Oh.
immediately.
So no one's ever going to say that one. Actually, no.
Not
Like if
mighty
Tim
enough.
came on or something, Tim would be like, Mighty Taco. And I'd be like, "Ah."
Did not go well. I never went there. I feel a little bad. Like whenever a fast food joint comes into town, and I'm like, oh, look at that, a new joint, and then it closes before I go there. I'm like,
Shucks.
How often does this happen?
I mean, it happens. It happened with Mighty Taco. It happened with Cece's Pizza, which I heard was
CC's
not.
Pizza. Yeah, that came and failed here too.
Yeah, and then
It's
it
like
also
going to a Golden
happened.
Corral, bro.
Dude, Golden Corral opened up here in Syracuse. There was a line around the building on
Well,
Easter
yeah,
Sunday.
Okay, but it's Easter Sunday.
Easter Sunday, people could not wait to
They
gorge
got good
themselves.
cinnamon rolls. By good, I mean a
Yeah.
lot, and they're cheap.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That's a big tradition.
yeah. Nothing like
Golden
celebrating the
Corral on
Lord's
Easter.
rise by stuffing your face with biscuits.
Guys, he's back. Let's get some cinnamon rolls.
He's back. He is risen. Sorry. And there was a third place. I immediately can't remember. Oh, it was Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme was here in Syracuse. And
Didn't make it.
Okay,
didn't
wait.
make it, dude. Did not make it. The
What?
first
Golden
place I
Corral
actually
line
tried
around the
was-
world.
What's
Krispy
that?
Kreme dies.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, very surprised.
I don't accept this story.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's real life.
never happened.
I need it
Your life.
sourced.
It was unbelievable. It was on prime location. They built a whole new building. It wasn't like they appropriated some pre-existing building. They're like, no. Knock this down and build our own building. And it failed.
Did you go? Like, did you help?
I went once. I was 14. And
Okay.
I was like, they had the whole, conveyor belt of donuts. And I was like, this is
Yeah,
magical.
incredible. Mhm.
My first thought was, how does Dunkin' Donuts stay in business when this is around?
Yeah. No, I don't know.
And there's a Dunkin' Donuts on every corner in Syracuse. I don't understand it.
Mhm. Same here in New Jersey.
It's tragic. Nothing against Dunkin' Donuts,
No,
stuff.
yeah.
but Krispy
I mean,
Kreme, come on.
America runs on Dunkin'.
Dunkin'
does.
Diesels is pretty good though. I do. I'm a fan when I go back east.
It's very true. Quick switch gears here. Next question for you, Jay, to get to know you a little bit better. What did you do right before streaming? And when did you decide to take streaming full time? When did you decide to really put all your eggs in one basket with streaming?
To answer your last question first, because that's how you're supposed to do it in an interview. That's what I've
Oh.
heard.
Oh, you studied.
I've been full-time streaming for 5 years, like maybe a little bit over 5 years.
Mhm.
And what I was doing before streaming, I worked at a book publishing company called Penguin Random House in New York City.
I have heard of that.
Designing book covers for a living.
That
Book
is
covers.
really cool, by the way. Just super cool. Continue.
Yeah, I did that for 3 years, a little bit over 3 years, and designed a bunch of book covers. I was there when it was just Penguin, which was, a lot of people know that logo with the orange circle with the little penguin in it, and then they combined to Penguin Random House, and then my whole subdivision that I worked under got completely axed because of the merge. And then I was like, well, I've been streaming and it's kind of cool. And then I was like, let's just do it. And
Nice.
rolled the dice.
That's incredible. So you worked designing book covers. What kind of book covers? Like
Yeah.
erotica or like?
Yeah, a lot of teen romance.
Okay.
I've designed a myriad of book covers from just like even like true crime. I did a lot of true crime, but yeah, teen romance, adult romance they were big. I mean, like a lot of the company I worked for was a lot of mass market stuff, and mass market is so much of that stuff. So it wasn't like the best creative outlet for me. Like it was a great job, like being paid to be a designer. Like that's what I wanted ever since I was a child. So it was a bit of a dream job to get it, but like in the reality of the 9-to-5 grind, you know, where it's like your creativity is so halted, not in all book design, you know, things, but just where the subdivision I was in that huge company, a lot of it was like the biggest book I designed the cover for was a book called Elvis and Ginger, and it was Ginger Aldine's like tell-all book about Elvis.
Oh,
and I designed the cover for that, and that was like the only New York Times bestseller I had. But everything else was just so random and not really noteworthy.
imagine saying that was the only New York Times bestseller I had.
Yeah, but like I also had
Interesting.
nothing to do with how successful the book was or anything.
I mean, if people see I feel like the cover is like at least 20% of the success of the book. I mean, you walk in your Barnes and Noble,
buy the cover.
you see a cover, the layman's going to be like, well, that's a cool cover. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
What's Elvis up to these days?
Exactly.
Oh,
If it was
he's dead? That's insane.
Yeah. It was a breaking news book.
I would not know this without this cover.
Thank God for this cover.
But no, that's super cool. I remember buying all kinds of, like, the book fair in my elementary school, dude. Everything was Penguin. Every
Penguin
single
everywhere.
book was published. Kids' books left, right, and middle, dude.
Yep.
Penguin. It's crazy. It's awesome.
Yeah. It was a wild experience.
You didn't do any of like the Twilight series or anything?
No,
I think that would be a New York Times bestseller, Paul.
Look, I just, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
like
don't
that.
follow
Well, Penguin Classics had its own like again subdivision where it was like all like Dracula and all like the books that you would have seen at the book fair. Like they had the whole another section for that.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, did you do Game of Thrones or? Hey, did you do Lord of the Rings?
I knew you were gonna. No way.
Nobody could have. But now he's a streamer, and that's we're all happy.
You did the Left Behind series. That's incredible.
Left Behind. Wow.
Yeah.
Blast from the Past. You read all those, didn't you, Paul?
Not a one. Not a one. Saw the movies though.
Yeah, they were weird. Scary. Yeah, actually scared the living jiminies out of me. All right. Question 4 in the getting to know Jay section.
Yeah.
Social media. We talked about it earlier about you trying to get your names.
Mm-hmm.
What
Stalking
is
that guy? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, stalking. Casual. It was casual.
You really
Casual
turning the
stalk,
bus
yeah.
back to that. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
What is your favorite social media platform, and which one are you not on enough? Like, which one do you think you need to spend more time or figure it out a little bit better?
My favorite, I guess, would be Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter is cool. I deleted Snapchat.
Same.
Is that even considered a prominent social media app anymore?
I mean, it is. It is.
If you're a Zoomer trying to date another Zoomer, I think that's
Yeah.
Send an appropriate
Zoomers on
page that
Zoomers,
will
yeah.
Tweet themselves, yeah.
yeah.
I don't have a TikTok and I don't have the app, but I hear it's booming over there. But yeah, no,
it's actually
Twitter.
zooming, but yeah, you're close.
It's zooming, yeah. Zooming with Zoomers. Yeah, Twitter. It's funny because Twitter is probably the one I'm on the most, but I think I enjoy Instagram better.
Really?
I think we're noticing a theme that people who are a little bit more creative, and arts inclined enjoy Instagram more than Twitter, because Twitter feels very like, I'm gonna say something, hopefully it gets lots of engagement sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like which I kind of my humor with my wife and stuff is like I'm always like, let me come up with something clever to make her like to make her react to me while I'm making dinner. So like that I play into I like Twitter better just because Instagram constantly I feel like I'm searching all the time for something to post.
True. Twitter is a lot like that. What you're saying, we're just seeking. It's like the relatable stuff. It's like, and like waking up in the morning and you're tired. Am I right? And then it's like,
Am I right?
when you wake up and you're still tired before work, it's terrible.
Yep. It's so bad.
It's so
like
right.
that.
It's so necessary, though.
Yeah.
It's like 1,000,000% necessary. Like the engagement.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the algorithm. I don't know if it's people actually enjoy that or they just don't have a certain level of engagement with people that they interact with on a day-to-day basis when they don't interact with
humans,
people.
Dude, we have a quantifying thing that shows us how much things are liked.
Yeah.
Like think about that. Like think about if you knew instead of being like saying a joke and then having people laugh, but you're like, you didn't see everyone laugh and you didn't know if they liked it or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know exactly who liked this.
Well, I mean more from the position of the
person
consumer.
that liked it. I think it's like they just want to be like, yeah, I also wake up in the morning and I'm also tired. So I'm a part of this and I can relate to this person.
Yeah.
Like you said,
I agree with that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might not have a ton of social interaction outside of that or something. So they just want to feel like there's other people like me.
Very true. And it's not that I
connected to millions of people. Yeah, absolutely.
And in my case, at least for posting, like I had a post today that was just something that popped in my head. It was something I felt like I wanted to share. I posted that video of me with my outstanding pitching stance, but other than that,
get there.
We'll get there in a second. The main post I posted was about like the question I get most often on Twitch, right? Is, how do I get more viewers? And I'd be like, and me, like in the format, right? You do like question I get, semicolon, question.
Me.
Semicolon, response.
Yeah,
like it's a format.
Meme. It's meme format.
It's meme format, exactly. And then I say, after 6 years, I have literally no idea. Like, and it's just a very common thing. People ask all the time, how do you get more viewers? If I knew I would have them, so I don't know. But it was just something I think that's relatable. Got a decent amount of interaction, which wasn't the point. Like it isn't. As a content creator, you're looking for engagement because you want to build an audience. That's the whole point of being a content creator.
Yeah.
But it's also not like at least it shouldn't be. I hope it wouldn't be some sort of self-serving, like, look how many likes I got.
It's a fine line for some people, especially, and that is the danger. I know we're getting a little serious here, but that's fine. We can do that on this podcast sometimes. The younger generation tends to start to hang their hat on every little, like every time they have an interaction with a famous person, it's like a little point towards their life total. Like when in reality, it means absolutely nothing. And then that line gets crossed, and then it becomes like, look at all these guys who block me because I'm on those lists now. Like Trevor May blocks me, and now I'm in their bio. Like no one cares if you're blocked by me, like at all, right? Some F-list celebrity, streamer, YouTuber guy with a dozen subs. Like who cares? But they begin to like that's a valuable thing, and it's just isn't. So like it's scary. You gotta you go for engagement, but like who was it who put this a very good way? He says engagement is very important, especially if you're trying to create a brand or be a brand, or that's part of what you do and who you are. He goes, but your engagement should always be how much value can I bring to another person, and just don't expect anything in return.
I like that.
He goes, and everything always works out if you think that way. But it's hard because technically human beings are fairly selfish because we kind of tend to worry, especially Americans. We tend to care about ourselves a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But he always just says, I'm bringing value to you. And if that value is just like, that's clever, that's funny, here's an interaction, like you got some sort of endorphin release from reading something funny, that's value.
A little air out of the nose.
Yeah.
Well, nice.
Yeah, I mean, to piggyback off that, just real quick, I know we are in a deep hole, but you were saying hanging your hat on likes and stuff. I mean, we're all probably around the same age. Like I'm 30. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sure we're
30.
all pretty close. Yeah. So I just feel like the hanging the hat on likes thing is probably just so amplified for anybody that's like 20 and under because they grew up in the social media age. Like I can vividly remember when I created an Instagram and like I posted a picture of like, I don't even remember what it was. It was probably just like a dumb picture and it got a like or two or three likes. And I was like, oh my God, this is so sick. Like somebody saw my picture and liked it. And Instagram is, maybe the place where I could hang out and do my social media thing on. But like, it was so new at the time. It was like brand new. It was like this, like, wait, there's only pictures. There's no cat. It was just all this new idea. Right. Yeah. But like kids grow up with it engraved in their head, what Instagram is. And they also see all the popular Instagrammers and how many likes and stuff they get. So when they go to post pictures, like a picture for the first time and it gets nothing, like that's where it gets dicey of like, it can control or it gets below what they think. That can control how you feel
same with Twitch.
Throughout the day. And it could just, I don't know. That's a slippery slope. I mean, granted, I'm 30, so I don't know what that's like, but I can't imagine it being fun.
And and how about, hey, any kids out there, just like I just said, the same person who said the thing earlier about bringing value to people, he also says, be patient. There is no shortcuts to anything. No. So like if you're like, wow, I really want to do this, it applies to streaming and also building a following on social media. Everyone starts somewhere. You got to try things. You got to be okay with things that are going to fall flat and things that aren't going to work. And it's going to take days after days, and not like in 3 months you're going to be famous just because people are famous on Instagram and it looks like they got there quickly. They didn't. Yeah. Literally nobody. No. So, and every once in a while, one in 10 million just falls into something and does something funny and becomes viral for it. But vast majority of the time, it wasn't on purpose. So, just really focus on being patient.
I mean, and definitely don't let likes and stuff affect your mood. What I was getting at is also like, it's hard for me to wrap my head around it because I grew up and there was no Instagram. So I just created an Instagram and grew from there instead of like Instagram being, or social media in general, being so engraved in the world that it's just, I don't know. It's weird. I have no idea.
Yeah. It's like a pillar of their life right away. And it wasn't for us.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Agreed.
We grew into it and they
Twitter's that
had
and
to
TikTok's that now. Yeah.
They had to achieve, like, imagine being born and there's already people with millions of followers. Like I can't even conceptualize that.
Yeah.
Like you just become of age, you're 13 and you find out The Rock has like 20 million followers or whatever he has.
That's hard not to idolize that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Exactly.
I remember my mind was blown when I was like, Ashton Kutcher has Twitter as well as me. I have Twitter and he has Twitter. I was like, this is insane. We're so connected. He's a celebrity.
We're so connected.
I can talk to him.
Wow. I appreciate your vivid memory, Jay. My gosh.
Yeah.
Because he was the first one to 20, right? It was a race between him and ESPN. Was it really? CNN. He challenged CNN. First one to 20 million. Yeah. And he beat him.
Yeah, he was one of the first like verified, I guess. I don't even know if that was a thing then, but he was the first like big celebrity on Twitter.
That's amazing. That's
great. One of them, at least.
The drifters I wouldn't kill for a verified check. You know what I mean? My goodness. Anyway, sidebar.
Anyway, social media doesn't matter, but social media doesn't matter, but I would kill somebody for a verified badge.
Just kidding. Would never.
It's just one. I mean, one life. You know, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, the drifter. No one's gonna know. No, I'm just kidding.
All righty. Moving on.
Yes, moving on. Jay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite game? Because there's a big difference here. And actually, this is very interesting because you are, for all intents and purposes, a variety streamer. What's your favorite game to play? And then what is your favorite game to create content with? And why is that?
Well, I mean, that you guys know as good as anybody that changes a lot.
Oh yeah.
But right now, at the current moment, I am happy to say that they are both in line.
Ooh, congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's called The Binding of Isaac. It's a indie game. It's basically a roguelike dungeon crawler thing, top-down pixel art game made by
I have
Edmund
played it.
Macmillan. Yeah.
I've played it before. It's good.
Okay, so yeah, The Binding of Isaac, I mean, I have over 1,000 hours in it, but right now it's lined up to where I'm in the mood to play it. I'm really enjoying it. And it's one of the main things I built my following on. So, but there was a while there where I wasn't playing it at all. And, people would pop in and say, hey, Jay, where's Isaac? You going to play Isaac? So, yeah, it's like
marbles.
That's true.
I do love marbles on stream. We played a little bit of that, but I do have to agree with Wavy on this that I get way too excited. I do commentary play by play and yell and scream. So after 6 races, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
But yeah, I would say right now, favorite game to create content with is Isaac, and it's the game I stream right now.
Yeah.
Very
I've
cool.
seen you play Isaac before. I mean, I played it myself a bit. I've never personally gotten into the 2D side scrolling type of a pixel game. Not that they're not good, they're very good. But you have invested, like you said, 1,000 hours. You have more items in that game I've never even heard of.
Yeah.
There's how many expansions are there for that thing?
I mean, there was an original Flash game, and then they came out with Rebirth, and then they came out with Afterbirth, and then Afterbirth Plus, and then they had booster packs, which was little mini DLCs throughout the way. So there's one more coming in 2020 called Repentance. So there's been a ton of updates to that game, which has kept it alive for as long as it is, and it's the reason I still play it. I literally played it today on stream. So yeah, it's got a lot to discover and achieve in it, and it's the rinse and repeat of it is what's fun. It's because there was times where I've picked up every item, done everything in the game, but it's that cycle of the rinse and repeat that is just enjoyable.
So essentially, your character starts from 0 again after you
every run. Yeah,
every run.
Yep.
Wow, that would be infuriating.
So yeah, that's pretty
many
interesting.
people.
I've listened to a lot of Edmund Macmillan interviews and Q&As and stuff about that, and he said when he was originally pitching the idea, everybody was just that would just be so infuriating and frustrating, and why would I want to restart every time even after I beat it and stuff.
Yeah.
And his idea was because it's very based on old Legend of Zelda games.
Mm-hmm.
And he was pretty much he wanted a condensed 20 to 30 minute version of Zelda where you start from 0, build your character all the way up and get all these cool items and then beat the game and then just do it again, but different. And I was when you think about it like that, it's actually genius.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people who are hardcore. That I actually have a friend that I met through Twitch that plays literally only roguelikes, and he played Enter the Gungeon like crazy.
Yeah, I love Gungeon.
So and that's but I feel people who play those games love that style. It was never. I mean, when I was younger, I liked that stuff, and then I discovered first-person shooters and anything competitive, and it's just I can't get away from it for too long. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, so
Isaac is a fun game. It's great. It's a really wonderfully made game.
Yeah, and that was one of the things I started my stream on 5-6 years ago, and then the other one was Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I played a ton of that as well. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you see yourself getting back into that now they have a battle pass? I know they just kind of added that, I think a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
No.
Absolutely not.
Hard no.
Yeah, I mean, we played it the other day on stream actually to check out some of the updates, and because Kate and Wes, Kate, my girlfriend, and Wes, my friend, were around and looking a game, and the one common denominator in that is Counter-Strike, so we fired it up. And I don't know. It's just it's not. I don't know. It's lost.
Is it nice being this sure? I don't feel like I wish I could just wake up and be like, you know what? I'm playing TFT just cause I am. Shut up. I'm not playing marbles, chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the second time, Trev. You really
if they say marbles, if they say marbles 3 times, I'm like, fine, I'm playing marbles. 3 people want to play. I guess we but
yeah, I feel like there's this underlying tension of you wanting to play TFT and not doing it.
Yeah. I really love that game. I mean, we do play it, don't we?
Oh,
I
dude,
think
I
Paul
mean,
and I played
had
it
to
3
play
straight
it.
streams.
I had
Oh,
to play
yeah?
it for a week because my PC kept crashing every time I played anything that was
Sure it
more
did.
intense than Minesweeper. And
Mhm.
so I played that and I loved it, but I ran my stream into the ground and no one wanted to watch that. No one.
Just
It's just-
stream late.
there's a
Just
style,
stream late
man.
at night, dude, and then you can help people fall asleep.
That's true. I should do that.
There's a style. If you watch any TFT streamer, they're explaining literally every decision they're making.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I
that's
can't
just
think
not-
out loud like that.
Yeah,
Wait,
it's
so-
just not. I also
Also,
don't know what I'm doing. So
Oh yeah, I have no idea. CS:GO. What was your? Why don't you like CS:GO? You were quick to answer that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've played Counter-Strike 1.6. It was the first like video game I ever really fell in love with back in the day. And you know, I've been playing Counter-Strike pretty much my whole life, but it just doesn't have that it factor for me. It doesn't grab me like it used to. I don't know what it is. I also suck at it now, so that's probably something to do with it. And people, there's the life cycle of a game, right? Where it's like new, popular, super popular.
Yeah.
And like, you know, there's a ton of casuals. Obviously, when a game's super popular, there's a ton of casuals. And then it's like pubs kind of fell back into this category where it's like it's way past its peak, but it's still alive and there's still people playing it, but those people are not people you want to play against because they're better and very good. Like if they're still well, because like you know,
it's
they're
Fortnite.
very good.
It's Fortnite now.
It's Fortnite now, yeah. But there was
Yeah.
a moment where Fortnite was like, you know, a ton of casuals, and it was a blast every game. It was like
Mhm.
you get some kills under your belt, you're feeling good, and yeah, it just I mean, I just get rolled in Counter-Strike, so it probably ruins the enjoyment.
Yeah, it's one of those games. Like once it gets to the point where you have to play 10 hours a day just to compete or enjoy it,
Mhm.
then no one's got that kind of time.
Absolutely.
No,
Yeah.
unless you're a pro player, no one's got that time, which tends to be the people who are doing that. Pro
Exactly.
players, so, or at least want to be. Dope. Yeah.
Goodness. Well, Jay, kind of moving on to something that I'm kind of more interested in because of the community you've built, right? So you have a pretty loyal community base. I mean, you came over just to my stream now before we went live, and like a bunch of people came over and were excited about the recording, which is awesome. First time that's
Yeah.
happened. Freaked me out because again, I thought I was live, and I saw my chat rolling, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Mother of God!" I
Yeah.
broke myself. Because everyone edits when they're naked. Anyway, the point is, I wanted to ask you. A couple years ago, you started WolvesCon.
Yeah.
That was a kind of community-based convention. Obviously, con is short for convention. Wolves, obviously, wolves at my door.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to do this convention, and what's been like the best part about it?
Okay, so yeah, WolvesCon. I mean, I called it WolvesCon as a joke. It's not a convention. It's just a meetup. It's a glorified meetup, basically, and it takes place in New Jersey because that's where I live. So the first 2 years we did 2 years of it already, and we're gonna do one in July 2020 already.
Mhm.
WolvesCon 3 is kind of in the works.
Amazing.
Just working out the location, but the first two were in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and yeah, it was a great showing both years, and I mean, you said it best. I have a very loyal and dedicated community, and I don't have the most viewers, but I have a community that backs me, that allows me to continue to do this full time for years. So yeah, I mean, it's been, the WolvesCon have been phenomenal. I mean, the first one was great, and then the second one was even better. So I'm looking forward to the third one to up it again as well. But yeah, honestly, I kept telling people like, hey, don't expect anything. It's not a convention. There's not going to be like a ton of video games. There's not going to be really technically anything to do, and I'm not really planning anything. But I didn't want planning and doing things to get in the way of me just hanging out with everybody.
It's like a big family reunion.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm debating like this different location for this year, and one of the big things in my head is like there's going to be too much to do, because I was like, I don't want anything to do. I want us to just, like, in Atlantic City, we just basically walk down the boardwalk and, you know, at night go into some casinos, and I don't really gamble, and I also don't drink, So
Yeah.
AC is not really my place, but it's also a cool place where it's like, if you're in a huge group, nobody's going to say anything. Like we walk around as a huge group and there's nobody like, you can't stand on the boardwalk here or anything, you know? So it just, the location of AC has been good, but looking into different things, it's like, yeah, we could go karting. Yeah, we could do like paintball, or we could do something like that. But it's like that would take away from my time hanging out with the community that has traveled out there, and take away time from them hanging out with each other. It's kind of like, you know, going on a date to a movie theater. It's like you can't interact or chat with someone or get to know someone. It's kind of like that. So yeah, WolvesCon's been great and can't wait for the third one. And I don't know how I got into such a long-winded response about it, but there you go.
Roughly how many people were at the last one?
I think we got like 30, 35 people.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Would 30? Would
Yeah,
30
I think
you
we're at,
guys
like,
come? No.
20, 25 in the first one, but yeah, the second one had some more people for sure.
That's amazing.
Yeah, people traveled like some people came from Canada, and it's like insane.
That's really cool. That's super cool, man.
I mean, it's amazing.
Spoiler alert, I'm going to be coming as much as possible. If I can make it, I want to go to WolvesCon 3. So that's coming out.
Dude, yeah. July 2020, please.
Definitely want to be there. And secondly, I think it just kind of speaks to the obviously dedication of your community, but just like kind of the power that has, like the power of building a community, that people will travel from far away to be with other people they met on the internet. That's like I mean, that would just blow a boomer's mind. They have no idea why someone would want to do that.
Yeah.
And I think it's incredible. I'm always actually really encouraged by the level of support their community has for you, and how they support your merch, and how they support, which is fire, by the way,
Thank you.
how they support your WolvesCon, even though you've planned nothing for them. You just say show up.
And I try to be as transparent as possible, because I don't want it to anybody to get the wrong idea that it is a convention. It's just WolvesCon is a catchy name, so we use it. But yeah, no, they're totally okay with just going there, hanging out, and doing basically a whole lot of nothing.
Whole lot of. Do you block out? I'm curious. Do you block out like a section of rooms at a hotel, or how does that work?
No, I just usually say, Kate and I are staying at this hotel. You can either get a room here in this hotel or somewhere close. I've never done like a convention room or like rented out a room. Believe me, I've called and asked, but finances.
They're very expensive.
They are. Yeah, it's just, again, it's casual. It doesn't have to be any more than that, And when you start renting out rooms and paying a ton of money, then it becomes something different.
Oh, absolutely.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
So I have a friend who I used to play ball with, who every single year for New Year's, instead of everyone going like to something expensive or like trying to go to bars and like get into them and pay $60 to get in, and then and maybe not be able to move or breathe. What they do is they, in like 6 months in advance, they rent out like a small that's a bar that's not super popular, so it's not always full. They rent out a bar, and everyone who's going to go, they pay they just buy a ticket. They're like, okay, $50, and that goes towards the whole thing. Everyone's like, okay, we do a ticket, and then the whole thing is yours. And basically, you have your own, for people who drink or whatever. You have someone handles the drinking or the bartending, and then one guy was like, he was a DJ on the side. He's like, hey, I'll DJ and do the music. So they're like, oh, cool. So it's basically just everyone hanging out in the room together at one place. But they funded it together, and it was like, how many people did they have? They have like 50 people usually, and he's like, yeah, everyone paid $75, and we were able to rent the place out. They were cool with just giving it to us. So I was like, that's a really good idea. So throwing that out, if you ever need to. I've gone to one that's like that. Like everyone bought tickets, paper tickets or whatever, online first. So you got the money beforehand, and then you just said, all right, we're just hanging together though. Like we can have music playing, and everyone's just chilling together. Right. And you have a set aside spot, and everyone kind of pitches in to pay for it. It's pretty easy, pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Using the ticket sales to just pay for the venue, and then that's that. Yeah.
If you're coming, just $75 on top of the room or whatever, and we have a night where we're all together in one place, and we can just have drinks and food and
believe me, I've looked into these places because I want something like that, where it's just like a room hanging, just because it also gives like a time and a location, because right now it's just like, hey, Saturday, WolvesCon, like be in Atlantic City somewhere and we'll meet at this place, I guess, be on Discord, because I don't know, maybe it'll change. But yeah, Discord's been great actually for that, because being able to like, live be like, oh, we're going down to the hotel, or oh, we're going to, so it's very fluid thing like that. But it would be nice to have a room. That's why we've looked, but that's a good idea. Thank you.
Real quick, guys. Craig just stopped for some 1 second. I'm gonna bring it back in here.
Bring it back, Craig.
Unbelievable, dude. Get Craig back in.
Now recording.
Thanks, Craig.
Thanks, Craig.
Appreciate it, Craig. For Craig.
Piece of that's perfect.
Paul, before we move on to the next segment, I actually had a question that I wanted to pose to the group that's not really related to WolvesCon, but I thought would be really interesting food for thought that I wanted your guys' opinion on. I thought it would be good to do on this episode.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So I was thinking yesterday about kind of the friends that we know that have recently switched platforms for unknown amounts of money. I'm sure it was really nice. But there was an aspect to that was really interesting to me that made me I was thinking about it in a different way. I said, once you switch platforms, right? The platform is kind of hopefully bringing over your community, bringing over your brand, and adding that star power. But once you sign one of those deals and you have some sort of guaranteed backing money, wouldn't you tend to stream a little bit less?
I was always under the impression that the contract
so much is because we have to.
I agree. I just thought the part of the contracts was like you have to stream X amount of hours each week.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. They would.
I guarantee you that there's a minimum.
Yeah, you're probably you're getting at why wouldn't you just do the bare minimum?
Yeah,
exactly. Like
gotcha.
Wouldn't that drive? Do you guys think that drive to like I'm growing my I feel like that would just be like the kind of the plateau. You're like, we did it.
I agree. I think it would be hard to push yourself and grow when you have this. I mean, guaranteed money is a thing in sports as well.
Yeah.
It's
the same thing.
Yeah. It's like once a player gets a huge contract, it's like they just, there's
about a 40% chance they literally give up. Yeah. 100%.
They just go through the motions. So I think for sure, if you were to get a contract from something like Mixer, you would switch and just do what they ask of you. And as far as like growth goes, that's probably something that goes on the back burner, I would assume.
Oh yeah.
I was just thinking about it. I thought how interesting it would be, especially as a content creator, because you need to continue to try new stuff and be fresh and how much of that like kind of goes over to the side of that. It's just really, I had not thought about it that way until like in the middle of the podcast.
No, it's just human nature. I mean, you get a certain amount of money and it's kind of like the temptation to shut off or to stop trying anything, even something you love doing. You immediately just are like, but do I love it more than X million dollars? Like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know that I do.
But you're like, I love it, but I'm going to use it. I'm going to love it. Like I love my time to go do stuff that isn't work.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's crazy. It's just, I really haven't even noticed. Let me just preface this by or disclaimer that and just say I haven't noticed anyone changing the number of hours because, to be honest, I didn't follow them. I don't follow all the platforms like crazy, and it's not like I have all of them open. All of my, I don't know who's online all the time, so I'm not able to track how much they're streaming as much as possible, as much as they were. But I don't know. It's just anyway. Paul, let's get your game going. You got a great game today, don't you?
All right. I do have a great game. However, because Voxelar does not ask you to save your profile before you close the program, we're going to do this on the fly.
Oh.
Well, Paul, you go into your
what?
All of your samples are in there.
Wait, they're there?
Samples. Yeah, you just got to drag them over again.
No way.
Yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Stop it.
So if you want to do that, and we can stall here for a second. No, you go over to samples and then look down. Crazy, yeah. Everyone who's listening through their radio right now totally can see what I'm talking about.
Wait, so all All right. No, we'll cut this part out. What? They're not there, Trevor. I don't have to tell you. They're not there.
You get nothing in the samples.
If I go to samples, there is.
Does it say recording?
There are 0 things.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, you're screwed.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Sorry.
Appreciate it. No.
All right, yeah, let's do it on the fly, though. Let's do it how you were going to do it.
All right. Yeah. All right. So this is called Name That Animal. All right.
Name that animal. I'm
Well, my
ready.
favorite game.
I promise our games are going to get more intricate and better eventually.
What's wrong with this game?
Nothing. I'm just saying I have one game that I do. You have one game you
I freaking love this game. I don't know.
It's a great game. All right.
Sorry. Okay. I like the game. It's on you. All right. We're going to listen to this sound. You tell me what you think the animal is. Here you go. Let me tell you. Tell me if you can hear this. All right. What do you think that was?
That's an animal.
It is a real animal. You have multiple choice. All right.
Okay.
Multiple choice.
Okay.
Okay. A. Red-tailed chipmunk.
Mhm.
B. American robin. C. Cheetah. Or D. Cane toad. Yeah.
What was A and B?
A and B. So, all right, I'm actually going to make these simpler because they're like really in depth. Chipmunk for A.
Yeah.
B. Robin.
Okay.
C. Cheetah. D. Toad.
Yeah. So cheetah's the one that could be the dark horse pick, obviously.
Mm.
I'm gonna go with the robin.
Go with the robin.
I think it's the toad.
Okay. Lock those answers in for you guys.
Lock it in.
Lock them. Both wrong?
Cheetah, both wrong.
Oh,
Both wrong. It was the cheetah.
Cheetah, like
It was the cheetah. It
was
was.
like a reverse psychology I was working on.
It's
There.
a
Like
2-day-old cheetah.
It's actually a full-grown cheetah.
No way, right?
Chirping. It chirps. It's the most common way cheetahs vocalize. The sound may be a sign of stress or a way to attract mates.
Wow, we even got an explanation. I like that
Hey,
part.
we're
Keep that
learning,
going.
too.
That's awesome.
You are welcome, everyone. You're welcome. All right. Here for the next sound.
ready.
Yeah.
I mean, a woodpecker.
All right. So I can't pronounce this first one. So this is gonna be
You can't
tough.
pronounce
I
one of the...
I can't pronounce
Oh Lord.
it. Willow Ptarmigan. We're just gonna call that
How's
one
it
bird.
spelled?
It's a bird. It's Ptarmigan.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Ptarmigan.
Ptarmigan.
Ptarmigan. The P is
okay.
always silent when it's PT.
So A, bird. B, beaver. Okay. C, a piping plover. Everyone's
what is that?
Everyone's familiar. It's also a bird. Everyone's familiar.
Piping. You say plover?
Plover. Plover.
What?
It would just be a lover. The P is silent.
Plover. The P is silent. I'll default to you, Jay. Of course.
Touche.
Okay. Okay. D, seal. So A, willow ptarmigan. B, beaver. C, piping lover. Or D, seal.
Piping lover? What did you just say?
You said the P was silent, so I went with
yeah.
Lover. LOVER. Wow.
LVR, bro.
Mort. I think it's the first one. Lock it in. The willow.
I'm gonna go.
Tardigan.
I'm gonna go beaver because I don't know. I feel like this is what you do. It obviously sounds like a bird. It could be A or C, but I'm gonna go beaver.
You're gonna go beaver? Okay. All right, Jay. Trevor.
Wow.
Congratulations. Yeah, Willow Ptarmigan.
Honestly, you can hear the crickets around it, so I was like, it can't be. What was the last one you said? Seal?
Seal, yeah.
Seal would not be anywhere near crickets ever.
Wow.
So it can't be seal.
It's actually impressive that you used context clues to get that one.
Beaver, maybe, but I think they sleep at night.
Huh.
So it's bird.
Wow, you really went above and beyond on that one.
Yeah.
Context.
Valedictorian, dude. Valedictorian.
No way to prove that. All right, Jay.
2018.
We're ready for the next third animal.
I'm ready.
Third animal.
I'm not
Wait,
going to overthink this one.
Make sure I got the right one here. Oh, yeah. All right, I got the right one. Don't overthink it. Go with your gut.
Going with my gut.
Here we go.
Dude, it just sounds like a town in India, dude. just mopeds just driving around. That's what I heard, dude.
That could have been recorded in a bathroom. I'm not sure.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Okay,
my gut's crocodile.
All right. Hold on. Let me read off the
Sorry.
options. Gee. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, you're right, Trevor. These games are terrible. All right. Your options: A. I'm gonna go with the full name here. Asian elephant. Okay. Asian elephant.
Okay.
B. Mountain lion. Okay. C. American alligator. Or D. Ruffed grouse.
Is that a goose?
It's Grouse.
Grouse, dude.
Was that
Come on.
grouse?
Yes.
I didn't know if the U was silent or not.
Grouse.
C. American gator.
Okay. All
Hey,
right.
you really thought it was gator.
It's locked in.
I just,
Trevor,
I want to say it's an American gator too.
you're both on American gator. Wow.
Lock it in.
Both
Let's
correct. Nicely
go.
done. Nicely
Yes.
done. Nicely done.
That was my chance to tie it, though.
Tried to throw it off there. You did a good job. Good job. All right, the final animal sound.
Ooh, got one more.
Got one more.
Excited.
Of course, we got one more. It's the last one. Right? You ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Play it, Johnny.
What was that last part? That again?
Dude, we can't hear it.
I couldn't hear it.
You couldn't hear it?
No, we
No.
did. It was like
The
choppy
first
though. You got to do it again.
yeah.
Are you
All
playing
right,
this
do it
through
again.
your
Do it
phone and your mic or something?
I'll do it again. Wait, what?
Yeah, continue.
Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me adjust this really quick. Yeah. Boom. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're about to go.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going.
Mm-hmm. The fuck?
I don't know, dude.
What are your...
There was like multiple noises, like many animals. So straight up zoo.
All right, what are the options here?
All right, your options are... Sorry. Okay, your options are A, blue whale. B, duck-billed platypus. C, European starling.
What's that?
Or D, it's a starling.
Bird.
Starling. Or D, narwhal.
I hate to do this, but can you play it one more time? This is the last question, right? This
This
be
is
The last one. This is for it all. This is for the whole thing.
okay.
All right, I'll play it again. In 1 second. Right now.
Choices
Narwhal.
again, really quick.
Again?
Just real quick. The
What was
choices.
it? It
The
was
choices.
blue
Oh, the
whale.
choices. The choices. Yeah, blue whale, duck-billed platypus,
Yeah.
European starling, narwhal.
Trev, you're going narwhal?
I think it's a narwhal.
All right, I'm going to go platypus.
You're going platypus?
Yeah.
Jay? Trevor.
Wow.
Nicely
You
done.
want to know how
Nicely
I got
done.
to it?
How'd
Blue
you
whale
get to it?
can't be that. Dory taught me how to do blue whale, and that's not what it sounded like.
That's a good point.
Starling, the bird. It was between the narwhal and blue whale because that sounded like it was recorded underwater. It was a weird staticky.
To you, that sounded like it was recorded underwater.
Yeah, just awful. Like there was so much extra stuff happening. I was like,
I'm
this
pretty
is
sure
open air.
like a second or 2 seconds into that, some guy just farted into the mic.
Yeah, there's 100% fun.
Yeah, there was multiple things happening.
Dory said no blue whale, or said what blue whales sound like. That's not what it sounds like. The bird, it didn't sound like it was out in the air. It sounded like it was underwater. So I was like, that's out. Platypus, I'm pretty sure were extinct before microphones were existed. And
Oh, okay.
I'm
feel like that's
fairly
wrong.
certain. And narwhal, I have no idea. So I was just like, narwhal, gotta be.
I feel like I mean
platypus 100% is extinct.
Is it extinct?
instinct?
They're extinct.
I did not think it was extinct or know that knowledge, and I did agree with you that it sounded like it was in or by water. That's kind of what lent me to the platypus.
Yeah,
it was it was too high pitched for the whale.
Yeah, and who knows what a narwhal sounds like? You know what I mean?
God knows. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, for the sake of our listeners, just to keep those who are at all educated, the duck-billed platypus is not extinct.
It's not extinct.
Very much around. No,
what am I thinking? What am I thinking of that is instinct?
I don't know. The
Why do I
saber-toothed
keep
tiger,
saying instinct?
Instinct.
dinosaurs. I don't know.
Dinosaurs. I
The
don't know.
woolly mammoth. I don't know what you're thinking of. It's not.
There you go. Saber-tooth tiger. Cool. We can just keep doing this all day.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Let's just move on from the fact that they're not extinct, and I was right either way.
They're instinct. Yeah. That's good too.
Bye.
Which is what you would say to something that's
Extinct. Great game, dude.
Thank you.
That game needs to stay in the rotation.
I think the game's fantastic. It's my favorite.
Dodo bird. I was thinking of a dodo bird.
It's a classic mix-up.
Classic mix-up.
Classic
mix-up. Duck-billed platypuses, those exist.
Oh gosh! Congratulations, Trevor. Sorry.
Anyway.
Tough
Sorry.
loss.
Yeah, very wrinkly brain.
game.
Well done.
Yeah.
I admire your use of the context clues.
You know, I
You
just
really
thought
did good work there.
the old listeners deserve to know, you know. Thank you for the game, Paul. We appreciate that a lot.
Anytime.
We are going into our final section of the day.
I'm clapping for myself.
Oh my god, I was like,
I'm clapping for me right now. Yeah, thank
That
you.
was another animal.
Great job. Great job, Paul, with the sound
Bonus
effects.
animal.
Sorry. Please move on, Trevor. I'm
It's
sorry.
fine. Don't even worry about it.
I'm so sorry.
So we do a segment before we go every day or every episode. We love to highlight new content creators here on the show. That is what this is for. I'm glad that everyone got to meet you today, Jay. It's great to have you on.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
We like to kind of shout out some other people because as content creators, we also probably consume quite a bit of content ourselves. Who is your favorite content creator at the moment? It could be a Twitch streamer, YouTuber, TikToker, even just someone who tweets really well. Someone who has kind of a doing some good content that you're enjoying at the moment.
I mean, honestly, I watch like a lot of YouTube, but as far as like Twitch streamers go, like the person I watch the most, especially semi-recently, is Dan Giesling. I wouldn't say he's necessarily a small streamer, but yeah, he's the guy I watch the most recently. But yeah, I mean, I watch a lot of YouTube, but other than that, I don't watch a ton of content. I watch my friends, obviously, on Twitch, and I do consider Dan a friend, but he's usually who I have on during the day and like the background when I'm doing like graphic design stuff and all that. But yeah,
Very nice.
YouTube I watch at night, so I delve into the content there, but there isn't really a specific creator that I watch a ton of. I like a lot of cooking shows and stuff like that on YouTube, so I watch a lot of
Really?
that.
You just let the algorithm just take you on a journey.
Oh
I do
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I do
black
that.
hole. Yep.
I've seen you do a decent amount of cooking yourself. Actually, I feel like whenever you cook something, I see it on your Instagram story.
Yeah, love cooking. I'm streaming tomorrow. Cooking stream.
What are
You
you
are?
doing? What are you gonna make? What
Yeah.
are you gonna make? What are you gonna make?
Chicken
What are you
parm.
Making chicken parm.
Chicken parm, classic
Chicken parm.
New Jersey classic.
Oh man.
Classic twice.
It is a New Jersey classic.
Literally
yeah.
every person I know from New Jersey loves chicken parm. Every single person.
I know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
get roasted for it. I don't know why.
No, chicken parm's delicious. Who are we kidding?
It's
It's
good.
cheese on chicken. Like
Yeah.
It's
cheese.
fantastic. Fried in oil too.
Oh,
Uh,
so good.
Yeah. So I'll be making that on stream.
cool. Very cool.
Love doing cooking streams. But yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
usually the black holes I get into. And I love food reviews as well on YouTube.
Smart.
Yeah.
Oh, food reviews. Interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Paul, what do you got? Who you watching?
Am I watching? Someone I've actually been watching for how old am I now? It's nice. Over a decade at this point. MKBHD. He is definitely by no means a small streamer. He doesn't really need my shout out at all, but
Like a top 10 YouTuber.
he's literally the top.
Hey,
yeah.
You
He's
know,
the
it's
absolute
less
best.
about shouting people off to like increase
Yeah.
their viewership, and
Yeah,
about,
it's just about who you're
you know,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
just so many people now. Like they could be the biggest streamer in the world. You know, like
Yeah.
I don't even know who's
true.
third on YouTube, but I probably never watched a video of theirs. Probably
Exactly.
So,
Yeah.
give him a chance is what we're doing. Like it.
But he's awesome. I've watched him grow from his very early Android reviews or just reviews of different products when he was in high school. Watched him go through high school, watched him go through college, and now graduated from college with his own studio. It's actually been kind of wild to not live with, obviously, but be a part of someone's life and to watch them grow up and they don't even know who you are. It's a kind of a weird
That is
dichotomy
weird.
there, but
Yeah, when you put it that way, it's weird. But
when I say those words, it becomes weird.
I've been watching him for years and he has no idea who I am.
yeah,
That out of context is very
Yeah.
weird.
You're right. I
That's
probably
very
should have stalked him on Facebook and asked his friend to give up his,
Oh,
his
okay.
name.
All right.
Anyway,
Yeah.
So no, he's great. He's a good content creator. I really love his stuff. I mean, I think I'd be lying if a part of me wasn't also super excited that he's so popular and so well loved, and also happens to be African American. I love that. I think that's great. It's cool to see representation in any form, whether it be YouTube or the presidency or whatever. I don't know, whatever it may be. It's cool to see representation, and it's really cool that he's so popular, so well loved, and so good at what he does, and a person of color. So
awesome. So just so I'm clear, to be honest, I don't think I've watched. I probably actually have seen his videos, but it does
probably see
do
them
a lot of
accidentally.
reviews and stuff. Still, is that like the base?
yeah, oh yeah,
Is
he
it
just did a review on T-Mobile 5G, and
Okay.
yeah, he's beginning more into like supercars and stuff. It's just
He
it's
does
weird.
like a lot with Tesla too, right?
He does.
Super
Yeah,
cool.
he does.
Yeah.
That's
There's a
super.
lot of
That,
tests. He-
that's just viral right there. Like you could just watch that all day, just over and over.
Oh
and
my
over.
gosh. Yeah, he interviewed
The truck.
that's
Oh, the
Elon
truck.
Musk.
You were watching it on stream the other day.
Yes, that
Okay,
was his video.
okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. That's really cool.
Anyway, so
That's really cool. And my guy is also a brother. Can I say that? Is that cool? He won't care. That's for sure. He will not care. But my dude Marcel, also not a small streamer / YouTuber. Oh, he doesn't stream. Who are we kidding? He's just a YouTuber.
Yeah,
Basically, I do work. The reason that I'm talking about Marcel today is I'm really trying to get him on this show, and two, he has been doing Call of Duty, and he plays. He's got his crew with Wildcat and Nugla and the other ones. Oh my god, they're gonna hate me for.
I don't know if he does play with
Noah pops in, but a lot of they've all kind of grown together, and so that when they play Search and Destroy, like the shenanigans, recently the videos have been just absolutely outrageous and really, really, really funny.
Yeah.
But something happened to me because I've been fortunate enough to make friends with some of these guys who play COD now, and I was in 3 videos in a row. Like the algorithm took me on a 3. I'm cooking dinner as well, and I have it on my iPad. And 3 videos in a row, I was highlighted at some point for being so bad at Call of Duty.
Oof.
Like in their editor decided to, like, after the game, it was Courage or Marcel or Tim or so whoever it is laughing at my KD, and then it zooms in and shows it, and then it's them laughing. All three. I'm like, by the third one, I'm like, what is happening? Why am I a meme? I'm not that bad. I'm just normal. Jesus.
Your tears falling into your dinner, adding extra salt.
But like,
as you're trying to cook. Zooming
I'm laughing, and then by the end of cooking dinner, I was like, F this, just close the app. But that said, Marcel's he's a gaming, custom gaming video YouTuber.
Yeah.
So, like, he does stuff kind of like, not like walkthroughs like Donkey, but just funny shenanigans in games. I don't know. It just feels like something you do with your friends. So if you haven't seen Basically I Do Work, that is Basically I Do and then WRK. You should check it out, or at least throw a sub over there. He's a pro. He's a pro, and he's a really funny guy. Actually, everyone he plays with, sub to all of them because they're all really funny.
I love it,
including us. Thank you.
It's also nice because he's a brother.
He's a brother, representing the brothers,
which is nice.
YouTube as the president. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You can be anything you want. YouTuber, president, whatever. Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit.
Your brother. Love it. Someone in my chat said Trevor's invited to the cookout. I could not read that one. I'm sorry.
Can't wait.
That's fantastic.
We're having barbecue, aren't we?
He's invited. 100%.
Good.
Just good stuff left. Love it so much. Well, Jay, as we kind of close it out here, you kind of mentioned a couple things going forward, but quickly, what's next for your stream? What do you have coming up that you're excited about for Twitch or for content in general?
Yeah, we got a lot on the plate for this month, actually. Yes. December is my favorite month. It's Christmas time is my favorite time. So yeah, we did it last year. We're doing it again this year. It's called the 12 Days of Christmas. From December 9th to the 20th, I'm going to be streaming every day, and there's going to be giveaways each day, ranging from limited merch that I am going to print and send to people that win it, from to Logitech G Pro wireless mouses to Astro headsets, also gift cards as well. A ton of giveaways from the 9th to the 20th, 12 Days of Christmas. And then the cooking stream tomorrow, as you heard me say, and I think that's pretty much it. I mean, we're also doing like a Secret Santa between the community, which is already underway. So that's cool. Exciting as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Which is something that I think is easier to do. I hope you don't take this the wrong way, because I feel like I'm in a similar boat. But when you have a smaller community, it's way easier to facilitate something like that.
Oh yeah.
But necessarily on such a large scale for someone else. That's amazing.
Yeah. There's definitely a ton of pros with a smaller community, and stuff like that is one of them for sure. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on the stream, and
absolutely love that.
Is there any you said do you print, do you like do all the merch yourself?
Yeah, I the last one I didn't. I actually I outsourced it to get printed. But I've done many merch releases in the past where I've designed and printed my own merch with these things called Plastisol ink transfers. You basically get them printed and sent to you, and then I press them on with a heat press and package and distribute them all myself. But yeah, we're doing some exclusive merch for the giveaways, which I like to do.
So cool.
And then the stream Santa, which is the person that's gifted the most amount of subs in December, also received the limited merch. And what I'm calling the most cheerful, who's the top person, the bit giver at the end of the month, also receives it as well, on top of all the giveaways.
That's amazing.
That is really, really awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah. And as Marcel calls December, it's castle season.
It is
for YouTube.
It is
because all the kids are home watching YouTube. So yeah, December is a great content creation month. But that's super cool. I'm actually doing the 10 Days of Christmas thing as well.
10 or 12?
I'm doing 10 because my family and I are going. We're leaving a few days before Christmas and stuff. So I'm only able to do 10 in a row.
Kind of feels like we're getting gypped there.
Like you're doing sorry. 10. Yeah, but we got some really cool stuff. And not as cool as wavy merch, to be honest. I gotta get some. Paul's been rocking it, dude. I gotta get me some. I got to pay attention for the next drop. And now that I've heard that you
always rocks
yourself,
I love it.
Super cool too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
cool.
Next merch drop, I'll reach out to you and I'll
dude, let me know, man.
Get you some stuff for sure.
Yeah.
It's always so fire. It's exhausting. Well, Jay, where can people find you? Where can people get in contact with you, follow you? Where can we go?
Twitch.tv/Wolvesatmydoor. And then on Instagram is at WLVSatmydoor. You know. Instagram is also Wolves at My Door, not WLVS at My Door. I got that on Instagram. So that's just Wolves at My Door there. And Wolves at My Door on YouTube as well. I've been posting some YouTube content of Isaac recently, and I'm not consistent. So, you know, there's just stuff popping up there every once in a while. But
just go sub, guys. It's free.
Yeah.
It's free.
It's free. 100%.
Right. Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, guys. This was a blast. And I love the podcast. I only got a chance to listen to Wavy's episode, but I want to tear through the rest of the guests as well. It's good stuff.
Thank you. That's really nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. It's been an absolute pleasure having you, man. It's awesome getting to know people and their insights. It's actually fantastic. Very cathartic in a way as well. So
yeah, I mean, I know you, so it wasn't that exciting, but Trev, it was really exciting getting to know you.
Yeah, it was a pleasure, man. It was a pleasure.
Meeting. Yeah.
We should definitely do something soon because I think
that was a good joke, dude. That was good.
Yeah. Oh, wow, don't hit me with the crickets. Come on.
Yeah, dude, you got hit with them, dude.
Wow.
Sorry,
It's
brother.
weird all those sounds work, but we can't get the animal sounds work.
Yeah, you know, it's I don't know.
It is what it is. Life's hard.
Oh no.
Narwhal.
That's a narwhal.
That's a narwhal.
That sounds like a narwhal.
Sounds like a narwhal. Well, everyone, am I doing an outro, Trev? We doing it?
Yeah,
we
dude.
have that.
Hit us with the outro.
All right, I wasn't sure. Guys, this is the May Contain Action podcast. You listen on all major carriers, including Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, or you can watch the VOD on YouTube. 5-star ratings only. I'm kidding. You can write whatever you want. Leave a review, though. Let us know what you think of the podcast, and we will read off some of our favorites every episode down the beginning. So if you want to get read off on the review, go ahead and do that. And you may be on the next episode. Also, it is now on YouTube on ActionJaxon, youtube.com/ActionJaxon. And Trevor is on YouTube as well. We put it there?
Not yet, but it will be next time.
Hot damn!
Next time it will be, but go check out Paul's YouTube.
Fantastic. Check me out. I am Paul, also known as ActionJaxon. You can find me on Twitter at ActionJaxonBTW. It's ActionJaxon BTW on Twitter and on Instagram. YouTube.com/ActionJaxon and twitch.tv/ActionJaxon. My co-host has been the future Hall of Famer, Trevor May. Plug away.
That's IamTrevorMay on Twitter and also YouTube. If you're into baseball, I have another YouTube channel that's brand new called Trevor May Baseball. If not, ignore that. Also, TrevMay65 on Instagram, because I'm having the similar problem that Wolves is having, except on Instagram, not on Twitter. So that is TrevMay65 on Instagram. And also, I am Trevor May on TikTok. I am 30 and I am on TikTok.
I love it. That's great. Wait,
How's TikTok going?
It's going not great. I'm throwing things up like this is the one, dude. This is gold, and it's just like just falling flat.
I heard that.
Hashtag boomers for TikTok.
No, actually, I think the problem is that when I'm posting them, I literally think that's huge on that app. It's huge. Because it gets just buried. It gets buried by the morning when all the kids are checking.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
So,
that's
like,
fair.
Did you see that Sivers put in her bio? It says, I post TikToks every day at 11 a.m. Eastern. That's all it says.
That's it?
She posts at the exact same time every day, and it's working great.
Huh.
I post at like 9 p.m. Pacific, which is midnight Eastern. What am I doing?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You got to get on Eastern time, bud. Sorry.
Like that Channing Tatum one, dude. Freaking shit.
Yeah, that was gold.
Dude.
Did not hit. It's all right.
God.
Change the topic from Trevor really quick. Hold on a second. I'm being told that, Jay, your merch has its own Twitter as well?
I just kind of started it up. It's not, there's really nothing on it. It actually has to do with the 12. I do want to grow it more, but I literally just started it. The main reason I did just start it was because of the 12 days of Christmas. One of those days I am not be able to stream because we're having a Friendsgiving. So the giveaway is going to be done on that Twitter.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
PM,
well,
PM, you could probably just chop at the TikTok thing, to be honest. I know that.
I mean, I kind of like this.
You know that we didn't really end the podcast at any time there.
yeah.
No.
So wherever you want to end it, dude. It's over now.